Yo, this life is hectic. A 9 to 5 ain't my exit. Block walls, pits with lockjaws, babies neglected. Raised in this poverty. Damn, we were born to expect it. I can't accept.
What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Menace, and I am here for the first time with Bloodborne PVP. Kind of reminiscent of Rise of the Gladiators, but not really. I'm not sure if I want to bring the series back yet, but we'll see what happens. But first off, right off the bat, I want to give a big shout out to my brothers in arms, Pieterdooms and Dionysus. We had a very long set that we played, I think it was like 2 days ago, and it was really fun, man. Like, we had a lot of fun playing. I've been very hesitant to do Bloodborne PVP. I watched a few YouTube videos and I was kind of about some of the stuff that I seen, and some of the stuff that I did like just wasn't enough to get me motivated to do it. My first invasion of me getting invaded didn't go well at all, and it just kind of threw me off. The pace of the game and, you know, things of that nature, and the heals were just kind of really blowing me, so I kind of stayed away from that for the most part, until 2 days ago when I recorded this. I wanted to get some setup duels and see if I can figure some things out, and, you know, maybe just get better at the PvP in general, because it is very much different from Dark Souls 2. I put in a lot of hours PvPing in that game, and this is just a totally different beast. I'm not going to be commentating through the whole video because I kind of want you guys to enjoy it as it happens, but I will pop in and out and, you know, give my 2 cents as I see fit. So until then, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I started going with this blue elixir strategy because it seems to mask a lot of my intentions, and people tend to either panic or be more concerned with seeing me than reacting. So I started going with that, and it pretty much started working out very well for me throughout the video. Because of that pretty much strategy, I got my first cloaked parry off. Thought that was pretty tight. Yeah, it just confuses people, so I'm gonna start running with that a lot. I'm gonna stock up on a bunch of those and, you know, keep on trying it until the strategy no longer works. In this fight right here, will be a good time to bring up one of my major gripes about the game, and this is no knock to Pieterdooms, because Bloodborne is pretty much one of his first Souls type games. So with that said, the heals, man, like 20 blood vials with an item, you can get up to 24 blood vials, I think. Either that, 24 or 25, one of those. The point being is you could just prolong the hell out of the fights. It's pretty much a waste of vials, and at certain points in the fight you're invested so much that you don't want to give the other guy the satisfaction of winning, so you're healing too. And it's ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous. And then you end up having to farm, or in this case you get a lot of souls from kills and stuff like that, so you could probably end up getting a lot of it back, but it's a waste of time and mats and blood vials, should I say. So it just blows, and I wish that they would either make the parry window longer, just a little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit longer, to be able to punish heals, because I believe they should be more punishable, because people could just stand in your face and heal, because there's no repercussions really, unless you have the timing and the spacing perfect. You're not gonna get that parry. So it's just kind of one of those things that I hope ends up getting fixed. And that's just basically my little mini rant. I like playing Dionysus, aka B. He's a real life co-worker of mine and a friend, and he is the dude that introduced me to Dark Souls 1. But playing him is very fun because he has a lot of strengths, and his strengths end up making me alter the aggressive strategy that I usually have with most of these games, and it makes me think because he's very dangerous in the way that he makes his builds. Like his build right here is a blood tinge build, and if he parries you, you're dead. So to counteract that, I try to get behind him like that and attack, because it's impossible to parry from that way. So that's just one of those little tidbits that I use when I verse him. You'll see me trying to get his back a lot. So all the props in the world to Dionysus. This guy was the first random invasion, I guess you can call it. But I don't think he was playing with a maxed out weapon, so I'm not sure why he was PvPing at this point, but I think he was maybe hoping that other people weren't maxed. But at this level that we were, in this point in the game, I feel that he probably should have been, but it was still interesting fighting him anyway. He was just super aggressive. At this point in the fight, I knew this guy was going to heal a lot, so I tried to stay on him and get a good distance so that I could parry his heal. I wanted to try to get the timing down for it, so I used this player as an opportunity to do so. Wasn't having very much success with it though. This fight right here shows you exactly why I don't like attacking Dionysus head up. Like, that skill, man. Look at this. And it's over. Right here was the first time I parried a hill, but if it was going to be anybody, it was going to be Dylan. So it was a proud moment. here's another one of those instances where the fight just drags on and on and on because of heal after heal after heal. And at some point in the fight, I just got annoyed and I was like, you know what? I'm going to make him waste all of his vials. And I was talking to Dionysus on the PSN while we were doing these fights, and I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna burn him out of vials. So that's why this fight went on for a while. I think the actual clock on this fight was like 5 minutes and 57 seconds. It was ridiculous, but I just wanted to run him out of vials, basically. It was a very close fight between Pieterdooms and Dionysus. It was really close. It came down to the last hit. But that's the good thing about these two. They're both running blood tinge builds, pretty similar. For this being Peter's first game, he did a really good job with his build. It does a lot of damage, and the gems that he grinded out were really good too. So it was pretty interesting watching these two fight. Comes down to the wire. I think for the upcoming fights, I'm going to institute a 2 vial rule. If you have full life and you didn't take any damage and you want to make blood bullets, that's fine. You can use that as many times as you want. But as far as being low on life or half life or whatever, using a vial will count towards your 2. I think it would make a lot of these fights a little less excruciating to watch. So I'm going to try to get people in that could go by that rule, and I think the fights will be a lot more entertaining. I do agree to a certain extent that without heals at all, the fights tend to go very quick. So I don't think 2 heals would be that bad. So I'm hoping that'll work itself out. Comes another one of those nail biters. I want to give props to Pieterdooms, man. He had me on my toes a little bit before this part. I froze for a second because I just didn't know what to do. But good fight, sir. Good fight. So here brings us to the end of the video. I want to thank everybody who made it this far, and appreciate my PvP videos in general. I wanted to end it with a bang, so I decided to do a 2v1. I also wanted to get some practice because I'm gonna start random invading, and I know that there's gonna be 2 to 3 people that I might be facing, so I wanted to just get a little bit of practice in. I guess for the most part I was hoping that they would be like messing each other up so that I can try to take one out as soon as possible, but they kept it together pretty well as a team. My basic strategy was keeping them both in view and not leave myself open too much. I tried to catch him here, but the damn doorway blocked most of that. I probably could have took out Peter with that one, but it just wasn't in the cards. So from here you got a basic game of cat and mouse for the end of the video of me trying to kill Peter and Dionysus trying to stop me. So I'm going to go ahead and end commentary here, and I want to thank everybody for watching the video, and check me out in the next one. Later.